Headphones is loud in my ear. I can't hear nothing right now. Hello?
Yeah, I can't
What's
see.
up,
I'm
EB?
seeing blue. What's up, man? What's up? Oh man.
What's going on with you? What you? I'm drinking my little coffee, trying to get
Ooh.
get the day going. What you got going?
I gotta change cups because my whole face goes into this cup and it steams my glasses up.
But you got a
Man,
complex about your big Superman cup?
man, it's just swallowing my whole face.
Ah, dog it.
How's everything going this morning? I know we a little late.
It's all right. We that's all right.
Was that COVID
Slow.
late?
Yeah, COVID late, COVID beard. You see the gray. Like I
No, it
told
looks
you, I
good
was.
though, man. Hey, I'm
Look,
trying.
I have no black in the beard anymore. Look at that. That's
But
very.
hey, it looks distinguished though. I'm telling you, I'm trying to at least grow a beard, and it's like
And
all
you
right.
older than me.
Man.
And you.
Oh my
Uh,
gosh, dude.
I heard that, but you doing all right though.
Um,
Let's see, Saturday, right? Let's see. Are you on your normal routine? You been out there picking up some weights or dropping them down yet?
oh yeah, oh yeah.
Okay.
Got some good news though, because we're hitting this one gym.
Good
I
news.
don't know if I want to put it on blast like that. Then all of a sudden they start closing them, but we're going. So 24 looks like it's going to open up again. So they took everything outside. Everything's going to be outdoors.
Yeah.
And it looks pretty tight, man. I sent you a picture. They kind of
Now,
it's in the
now
garage.
that's your original one though,
That
right? That's
is
the one.
that is
Okay.
yeah. So it's been a while since they've been open. I know they had some 24s open around the area, but like they really wanted to get this thing right. Not that they weren't doing it right because the building is big enough, and I felt like there was enough space that nobody's COVID couldn't even hit somebody if they was right next to them because everything is spread out, and they do a great job of wiping the machines down after you finish. And they don't even do half that at the gym I'm at right now, and nobody's catching COVID that I know
Oh,
of.
you don't want to drop some names,
I'm
right?
not, that's why I'm not saying the gym name right now. I'm not saying that, but I think they've been doing a great job, and people have been minding there's a few people that probably don't mind their distance, but you know what I do when they get right next to me, I get up and I walk away. I'm not going to argue with them because I don't want them spitting on me. You know what I'm saying?
And spitting and sweating. Yeah, it's like that. It's the same folks that don't re-rack their weights before the whole virus stuff. But yeah, I'm gonna go hit mine today.
Nice.
CalFit has the big circus tents, so we get out there and do a little something. But the only problem is they open late and close early. Right,
Oh
so
wow.
I'm normally, me. You're the early morning guy. You're the 3 a.m. guy. I'm the 9 p.m. guy, and now I can't figure out my schedule. I got to cut the grass today. You want to come over here and cut this grass?
I don't.
My son is still asleep right now.
Hey, I don't know if you remember when we were in Okinawa. We lived in Plaza, right? And our house was like on top of this hill. So here's our house, and the hill's like this. My dad said, "Go cut the grass." I'm like going downhill, coming uphill. So it was horrible. It was horrible. So I improvised and put a string on. I took the handle off the mower, put a string on it, a rope, and let it down, and it pulled it up. Because my dad was Marine, so he wasn't.
Yeah,
you got to get
you're
out
wrong.
there.
Well, I would say you were wrong, but I know I was wrong too. Because when we lived on Travis, I think it was Travis. Yeah, I'd be out there. That be Saturday. Dad said it's time to go cut the grass, and I'd be messing around in the room. I'd be. It was when I was DJing a lot, so I had my system up, and I'd take so long to go cut the grass. Dad had to go get Damien. Because Damien lived down the street, and Damien would come over, and my dad would pay him to cut the grass. But I'd give him a show though. I'd be mixing up some albums while Damien was out there cutting my yard. So
that's all right, Joe. That's all right. Before they had like the wireless headphones and stuff like
that. Yeah. Before that, I just opened up the blinds and everything. I'd have my turntables. Damien be out there cutting my grass. I'd be very appreciative.
Appreciative. That's right.
Thank you for sweating for me, brother.
Man. Oh my God. I woke up this morning. I do again, my regular routine is wake up, check my Bitcoin, my crypto.
You and Ant been on the Bitcoin. What's going on, man? I saw. So CNBC is my station. I watch that instead of watching the news because the news is depressing. But I've been hearing some records and some milestones that Bitcoin is. So talk to me a little bit about that, man. Educate me.
Bitcoin is at 18,752 points some change.
So the last time we did a show, talking altcoin. 17,000 was I think the number that you and Andrew were saying. That's going to be the one, right? I mean, that's the high water market. And so you passed that.
No.
What?
They said no. They said they were saying crypto or Bitcoin itself was going to go to like 100,000. Not in this year, but in the next few years, it was going to cap out at 100 some thousand. I don't see that. I don't see why it would not. It's like it goes up. I don't know how the percentages work, but they high. It's a 0.52% right now. And I'm an XRP and Stellar person, right? So I was looking at my coin. Let's rewind to the beginning of this week. It was around barely hitting 30. It was like 20 something for XRP, right? And Stellar was probably teetering around 7, 8. XRP is at 41 right now. This morning I woke up as at 43, but they started trading during the day. Oh my God! And then Stellar is at 10, is holding 10 strong. But XRP is on the move. I mean, it's a 28% rise since it started, man. And I don't know what site you're on, but like I go to Coin Market Cap.
Okay, all right. This is off of CoinDesk, so okay.
And it's moving. I'm telling you, and everything is pretty much, you could see things going that way towards the altcoin and being able to not altcoin but Bitcoin and being all digital, because all these huge PayPal picked up. You can now buy crypto. You can buy Bitcoin. Some other my credit cards. I got a crypto credit card where I can actually where's my wallet?
Where is your wallet? Let me see them numbers. I need
man, and where I can so I have some Stellar and XRP in that account, and what do we just that's how I pay for the gym membership the first time. I said, let me see if this card works. And
you paying for your gym membership with digital currency. That's pretty good though. That's pretty good.
Where the heck is my card?
So you invest in it on a regular basis, like your traditional stocks and bonds. Hold on, let me see that number. Hold on, don't let me zoom in on that number.
Numbers in the back. But so it works. And what it is that you it's what it's solving for now, right? So the dollar, the dollar is basically the way we monitor transactions right now, right? But you see people done all kinds of stuff with it, right? Counterfeiting, all that good stuff. With the thing with the having it tethered to like a blockchain, you can't really fabricate that. I mean, can you? Yeah, but you're going to go through a lot to kind of code and
because you gotta have the key and everything.
The knowledge, exactly, yeah. So can it be? I mean, just like anything, you got to secure your password. Just like anything, you got to make sure, But then you get things like your phone. It's like you get like a digital wallet and hold that stuff off. We got cards. They got credit cards. But anyway, what happens is I go back over to my credit card. I have my Bitcoin that I put, kind of transfer from wallet to wallet to the credit card, and I'm able to have. Man, how can I explain this and not sound stupid?
break it down. Now you make it down for layman's terms.
You can then convert it into the dollar, the U.S. currency. So it's pretty genius. It's pretty genius. Like I said, I say, hey, here's my account. I'll maybe have 2,000 XRP coins in there. I'll say, hey, and it gives you the rate to be able to transfer it to whatever currency a system is taking, right? In this case, the gym is not going to take it right now. So I transferred it to US dollars. It converts it just like that to US dollars pretty quick. Not like in the past where if you had to use something to make it digital, you would go through not Stripe. I don't know what some of the other options were. I can't even think right now.
What is wrong? See, that's the problem with you. You haven't been to the gym. Your mind. You're in the cloud. You're not focused.
it's funny. I mean, my mind is clouded. Not about the Bitcoin. I'm telling you, you don't go to Bitcoin. And you know what I'm doing? I'm actually collecting other altcoins and building that altcoin up so that I can purchase and eventually convert it to Bitcoin. You see how that works?
Wow.
You know, as these other ones are coming up, you know, Bitcoin's still growing, but I'll be able to get a lot of Bitcoin once I start converting, you know, like, you know, 5,000, 10,000 XLM or something into like into Bitcoin. So
make that money. Make that money.
You know, I'm telling you, Bitcoin is the future.
Make that money. Yeah. Well, you know, I wear size 34 in pants, extra large shirt. So if some of that Bitcoin comes through, just don't be afraid to ship something this way.
Oh, and with the credit card, it actually starts paying you. It pays you. You know how you get like other like reward points for you know, like your regular credit card. It does the same thing. It rewards you in other cryptocurrency. You know, in this case, it was crypto. You can, I think there's other cards. The Brave browser pays me.
Yes, I know about the Brave browser.
Just for having advertisements come on my page.
So, okay, now we're going all over the board, but we unscripted, but that's all. That's all right. That makes sense. Because you just brought up something about the Brave browser. Now, have you actually gotten a deposit yet?
Yes, sir. I mean, you know, it's like dollars here, dollars there, but
okay.
Yeah, but
so explain it, because I signed up for it and I went through all of the setup, the verification, everything. I got my encryption key and all, but man, it got that whole sign up part can be intimidating to the layman and the regular consumer, because they're asking you to, you know, take a photo of your driver's license or whatever before you set up the account. Tell folks what Brave is doing versus what regular people, what everyone else is doing to access the internet. What is Brave?
Brave is actually a new browser. And when I looked in the back end, I thought it was like Google, but I could be wrong. I don't know. When you
it's built off of Chromium, so it's got the same foundation as Chrome. Yeah.
Right. Okay. So it's like the back end blockchain, I think, is Ethereum. Is like Ethereum. I think yes, I said it right. And so that's a part of the blockchain. So now they got another blockchain for that Brave browser. So you can actually buy Brave coin, right? But let me talk about what the browser is doing. I know that's probably a little different. The browser, if you look right there, here's the image. It has advertisements that go on there, and as you allow advertisements to come on that page, you're getting paid in crypto. In this case, it'll be Brave crypto, and I'm telling you, it works because this is my Uphold account. I don't know if did you link to the Uphold account?
Yeah.
And I have a move over, and I want to say that just like any like I said, I can't think today because I haven't gone to the gym. Like the stock trade, in order for you to do stock trading, they need to know that you're legit. So you have to have your credit card, you have to have all this stuff to create your account. You have to do the same thing with your altcoin. So if you're trading an altcoin, they need to know that, hey, this is you. If you do something wrong, the SEC or what, in this case, whoever is going to come after you and say, you know, you can't be doing this, you know, and that's why it's locked in, right? I mean, I'm telling you, so far, I've made $5.93.
But again, you're making money just for doing what you do on a regular basis, and it's adding up.
Right. So as I keep opening the browser, you see that there's Brave, and I can convert it to US dollars. I converted the crypto that I got into the US dollars. But it's called Brave browser, and that's their icon right there. So their little blockchain is that little triangle, orange triangle guy. So,
and so again, $5, but you haven't been using it really that long because Brave hasn't been out that long.
Right. Exactly.
And you're able to do the same thing that you do on a regular basis, browse the internet. So folks, when we talk browser, you know, there's Chrome out there, there's Internet Explorer. Don't use Internet Explorer. There's Microsoft Edge, and on the Mac, there's Safari and Firefox. Those are your primary browsers. So Brave is a new entrant in there. It's built off the same fundamentals as Chrome is, but it's built to be secure. It's built to focus on privacy. It's cross-platform. So Safari is built on privacy, but it's only on the Mac platform. But it doesn't allow you to really monetize your browsing experience. And that's what Brave is doing, allowing you to monetize your browsing experience with being part of the open source community. And there is no lose yet that I can see. But the only thing that I saw was that it was pretty intrusive. Just the fact that to get into the ecosystem, you got to show them that driver's license or that piece of identification to open up that uphold account. So I mean, so you're opening up it's a savings account or
exactly
an investment account. I mean, that makes sense. But again, if you've never heard of this company, Brave, that's almost as much as asking me for my last four of my social security number. But that was what I thought about when I opened the account. But I knew that it was different. But if I try to get my dad to say every time you search the web, use Brave, and you got to open up this account, and I need you to take a picture of your driver's license, he ain't gonna do it.
Right.
You ain't gonna do it.
You have to remember, like you can use Brave. You don't have to.
Yeah, you get
in the rewards program.
Good
so
point.
The rewards program, you're not showing your driver's license to use Brave. You can use that all day long. What you're showing is so that you can open up that account. True. Because also if you already have like an account, at some point they're going to be able to allow Brave to say, hey, what account do you want to use? Right now, just Uphold was the account that is set up for it right now. Will other browsers take place? I'm assuming because there's other credit card sources that give you the same thing. That allow you to, I don't know if you Cash App was allowing you to buy Bitcoin and transfer Bitcoin and other altcoins into your Cash App. And Cash App comes with a card. There's another card. I was getting on all these ones.
How many accounts you got?
Fold does the same thing. So
never heard of that.
You open up those accounts. Fold sends you a card, much like these cards. Oh, yeah, let me tell you all the cards. About
I'm about to send you a new wallet. I got some wallets that I can send you.
Robinhood.
Yeah.
Robinhood does the same thing. This is Robinhood's card. Robinhood allows me to you can only buy Bitcoin and some of the common cryptocurrencies. So it's not really kind of expanded yet in terms of the cryptocurrency exchange. But they're opening up, and you get you a Robinhood account and start trading in Robinhood. Dude, I've been trading on Robinhood now for probably about 6 months now. I have a Fidelity account, and I stopped going to my Fidelity account. Matter of fact, I transferred everything out of my Fidelity and put in Robinhood.
So with Robinhood, are you only trading crypto, or are you trading also standard stocks?
Also,
right?
Yeah, also standard stocks.
So that's a good point to make, right? Because you almost made it sound like with Robinhood you can only do crypto, but you can actually buy stock slices. That's probably a coin term that Fidelity has, but you can actually buy fractions of stocks.
Right.
Because I use Stash, right? And I've turned some of my family on the Stash as well. So kind of the same thing. Look, at the end of the day, man, folks, we trying to save our little nickels and build up a little bit of a nest egg. And there's opportunity. It was so hard back in the day when you had to buy literally a lot. When you had to buy 200 shares of a stock, but now you can buy fractional shares if you don't have the cash on hand to buy that whole lot. So take advantage of it. And crypto's real. Crypto used to be very antsy. I mean, a lot of folks were afraid of it, but literally, man, I live by CNBC from 6 a.m. to 3 p.m. And if they're talking about it, then I'm down with it too, to be honest with you.
And look at when we first started. I don't know if you remember in 2009 we went out to CES not on the strip, but on the other side, we went to this one hotel that actually had companies, CES, where we went to that one. I cannot remember that hotel, but all these little small businesses that were looking for, investors, right? And remember, we ran into the guy the people that were creating the first Bitcoin ATM machine.
I don't remember that. I was drinking.
Because Bitcoin was like in the ear and out the other. We were like, hey, let's look at the technology. Remember the guy tried to sell us. He says, hey man, well, I'll sell you these 300 coins for. It was like $300 worth of Bitcoin at $10. It was like $10 a coin at the time, right? Can you imagine if we bought those then? I'm telling you, it's just the conversation wasn't there then. The conversation is there now, and I'm telling you right now, if people do not jump in, and as that wave trickles. Look how big Bitcoin's at $18,000 right now. $18,000. People are going to be priced out.
You sound like you got some cassette tapes you want me to listen to or something.
Nah.
That's what you sound like. Hey brother, I got some of these Amway cassette tapes I want you to pop in your player.
Yeah, but and speaking of Amway, because a lot of this stuff, these are great ways to create passive income, trading index stocks, trading. Let's talk about, people don't even know the things that you can do to create passive income.
Go ahead, brother. Let me put you on full screen.
Well, let's talk about the old ways of what people thought passive income was. Getting into like multi-level marketing, like Amway's, and which now, if you look at Amway is so huge now that I saw an advertisement on some Amway products. I don't know if that was like the first one. I haven't seen any since then, but they were starting to advertise. But they were literally only personal referrals. I mean, it was like a multi-level marketing. You had it's a friends and family type of thing. Now
you got some Amway soap in your house?
I do not. I do not. But
you used to.
We used to. But I mean, we had some. Hey, I had like the telephone stuff, ACN. I don't remember how many multi-level marketings just because we wanted to create passive income. But the only thing we were doing, which again, I'm a fan of multi-level marketing because word of mouth has always been the best way for advertising, right? And then if you can get paid on it. I mean, I don't know if you remember, I created a thing back in 2000. And by the time I had my business plan done, they had stuff out. People were out there doing stuff, advertising on cars.
Talk about the car wraps, yeah. Hey, Dana, what's up, Mama Dana? Let's talk about your man. Back in the day, he was groundbreaking. He said, let me wrap these cars with advertisements. I said, what you talking about, man? You're not putting.
He's ahead of his time.
Oh, man, let's talk about that microphone you got. I'm liking that. God.
Oh, you like it? You like it?
And they coming through with the fidelity. Okay. How you doing, Mom?
Good. Listening to you guys. I love it.
We don't know what we're talking about. Just two old dudes.
All over the place. This is how we are every day.
That's why it's unscripted.
Yeah, exactly. Unscripted allows us to do that.
But yeah, talk about the car wraps, because you had the plans and you were going to meet people, and I said, go ahead, EB, do your thing, brother. I was supporting you.
Well, my idea about maybe I have to mute somebody down there. I'm hearing you in your mic, baby. Oh, there you go. So, but anyway, what I had realized at that point in time is that all the multi-level marketing, that we were going in and out of. We went in as a team. It was me, you, Cliff. I mean, we were going in, all these things. Was that if you have to actually be because we're making other companies richer. We're still working for other people and making them rich. All those companies rich, right? And making them money. But I thought, if we have an idea and we multi-level market that idea, which is where I came up with that auto wraps. It wasn't even auto wraps. It was just wrapping the window. Yeah, it was a mobile billboard network, and I started kind of pushing that out. In the first 30 days, generated about almost 10 grand. Well, a little over $10,000. I ended up giving most of them their money back because I had at that time I didn't understand databases and how to put that together so that we can track everybody as this thing grew and got bigger. Because actually the hopes was to build it and then sell it the company to somebody else. So that's what I really believe in. Right. But I know multi-level marketing is very, very huge. So it was a great idea. So, but if you look at all these things, and what I wanted to kind of circle back on, these items like Bitcoins, all these browsers giving you some money, right? Your passive income, because it's something. All you had to do was open the browser, and then boop, you got some money, right? Things like that. But there's also other things like there's insurances that you can do. Like I'm trying to explain to some people that an index is better than a 401k, because in a 401k, when the market drops, you lose your gains. There's no floor. Drops, just like my connection, I think. As your account drops, so does your gains. You lose your gains. But in an index IULs, which I think I want to start really pushing to people and saying, hey, and I know I'm not an investment consultant or anything like that.
Put that disclaimer out there first. Right? This is an entertainment show, and you coming through with the Oh my God. So Dana, hold on. He's about 5 feet away from you, right?
I don't know what happened. We're having issues with our internet. We have like top of the line internet. I was on the phone with them yesterday and they even reset and took us off of some crowded, they made sure we weren't on some crowded feed.
Yeah.
So she redid our whole thing and she was like, yeah, you're good to go. If you have any problems, let me know in 24 hours. So that was just last night. So after this call, I will be calling them because I'm still on.
Yeah, you coming through clear, EB. I mean, y'all 10 feet away from each other. Dana got the fidelity in the microphone. She's coming through in 4K.
This is why I'm thinking it's the Big Sur. I'm telling you because it's going to happen to me. She's on Windows. Go figure.
No, not well. I'm running Big Sur too, but it's keep going, man. You was going down a rabbit hole. I'm gonna let you go.
But anyway, yeah, I'm not a financial, but I know how my accounts work. So I mean, I have a couple of IUL plans just for myself.
Mm-mm.
One, it's been so here's what happens. If I'm already used to like $300 going into my 401k,
mm-hmm.
I just diverted it. I diverted it to go to this index IUL, which trades on the S&P 500, which is all your major 500 top companies. And guess what? They just added Tesla to it. So thank you.
Yep.
But so anyway, as each of my index accounts has a floor. So when I make gains, so how it works is if it's 8%, the market grows 8%, my account grows 8%, right? And there's my gains. So my gains from here to here are my 8%. If the market drops, instead of me gaining or losing 8%, what I gained, I have a floor that says, hey, at 1 point, it's still better than a bank interest rate, right? At 1 point something, don't go below. What you're gonna do is as you get your gains will be here at 1.75 or whatever your interest rate is on yours.
Mm-hmm.
Let's just say we'll make it easy around to say 1%. So I'm still getting 1% of those gains that gets added to my 8%. Because remember, my 8% doesn't drop. It doesn't drop. I just now when they calculate my gains, it'll be at a 1% instead of 18%. So as I got to that 8%, it added an extra percent to my 8% gains, right? And it just keeps going. It's called compounding. Dude,
I'll tell you what. Let me do this because you're going in different directions, and it's good, right? Because it makes sense. I mean, to a lot of folks it makes sense, but to a majority it doesn't, right? Just because you've grown up for so long and you've been told to go 401k, you've been told to put it on your blanket, you've been told to do whatever, invest in a bank savings account and get the 1.5%
less.
But this site right here really speaks to it really in layman's terms, right? So in the show notes, I'm gonna make sure to put this in so folks can understand the difference between 401k versus an IUL and let folks judge for themselves.
Yep.
You're doing good. You jumped into it from a personal perspective and maybe even from a BIG, right? From a business perspective and know about this, and you've seen some tremendous growth. So that's good.
Well,
that's really good.
And my point was actually going into the whole kind of creating passive income for yourself, right? So as your account grows, of course, you at some point there's a surrender value. You can so. Let me explain. Index IUL is basically a life policy, which is if you die, say it's a $500,000 policy. If I die, my wife gets $500,000, right? What it has built into it is a cash accumulation value, and that cash accumulation value is the value where it's like a savings account that is compounded, where I'm gaining when I'm earning interest on, right?
Yeah.
So where was I going with that? My mind's clouded still. So anyway. What I was talking about the passive business, at some point, as I'm accumulating that cash, the differences between that 401k and that and the IUL is that when I take money out, it's tax free. It's it's tax shelter, and I don't have to pay it back. So it's my money. Just like in a 401k, you have to take money out, and you're getting charged. You're getting ding 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 on your own money.
Right.
So. I guess what I'm saying is if my car breaks down, I need 10 grand. Guess what? Guess where I can go? Boom, to my IUL. As long as I'm still paying my premium, I still have cash. So if we teach people how to create these emergency funds type things or this type of asset or cash accumulation to help them for future, to me, and I know I'm going all over the places because my mind's clouded. But if we start teaching people better ways to grow their money, better ways to create passive income, so what? I'm getting $5 off a browser, up to $5. But guess what? As I keep using it, I don't even realize it. It's like putting money away and not realizing that you're getting this money, right? So the goal is when I need it, it's going to be there. It's going to be there. And if we start teaching people how to think more for the future instead of living by right now, this will help them out. I don't know. Were you going to say something, Dana?
Yeah, I think a lot of times, a lot of people primarily focus on when you first get employed, they give you a little packet and say, here, welcome to the company. And that packet, you get like your 401k, your benefits and what have yous. And you're thinking, oh, this is great. I have this 401k. I get what you're saying about, putting your account in an IUL. I think at the end of the day, you want to look at your compounding interest. And people think, oh, this is great because I have this, it's coming from the S&P, right? What have yous. So let's say you really want to think about the rule of 72. And that is the compound, the time it takes for your money to double. So let's say you do have your account in a regular bank account, and you could look at bank rates right now. They're less than 1%. It's horrible. Mm-hmm. So if you go into, let's say you take your $100, let's just say $100 you put in the bank, and let's divide that by, let's do the rule of 72 on there. You divide that $100 by 72. That's how long it's going to take for your money to compound. 100 years, $100, 1%, right? So let's say you put more money in there. Let's say you have an account that gives you 12%. Now you're looking, 6%. Now your money's doubling within 12 years. So you're, instead of $100 at 100 years, you have $200 in 12 years. So, I mean, and then that money will compound. So you want to think of it in those terms as opposed to thinking, oh, I have this money in this account. Plus you want to think of your floors. You want to be able to make sure that you have things protecting or else what's the point? Your money's putting in a bank account is safe. 401k, it's what is it? Volatile? What do you say, babe? It's
if you think about a lot of 401ks, folks will put their money there and not really actively manage it, right? So they'll let the Fidelities or the Schwabs or the PaineWebbers. Oh, geez, I don't even know if PaineWeber's still around, but those kinds of organizations manage their money for them, as opposed to each milestone in life, right? They'll, instead of being less aggressive, turning more aggressive. So they're not actively managing it. They're just letting it sit there and then accumulate as it possibly can, instead of being
and that sucks.
Focused on it. So be focused with the money. You be focused with what you
do,
because it's yours.
I've seen nurses, sorry to cut you off, but I've seen nurses, they've had over $100,000 in their 401k. And then after this whole COVID thing happened, now they look at their account, they're down $80,000. It's where did my money go? You have to think what's going on.
That's terrible. That's terrible. Speaking of, let's just deviate now, because you brought up the nurses. I remember we had them on not too long ago. How are your friends that are in the healthcare industry? How are they doing right now?
They're doing great. Yeah, everyone's still fighting a good fight. Yeah, they're just working. Actually, it's really crazy because I overheard one of them say they've actually had to let nurses go because it's not busy. So That's just FYI out there.
Interesting.
Mm-hmm.
That's too bad, because healthcare workers and everyone in education, those really are what we all do. The white collar folks, right? I mean, I when I used to go out and be cleanly shaven and go out and see people, that's irrelevant in my mind now, compared to, again, what folks in the education world and folks in the healthcare industry do. Those are the true heroes on the front line. So,
but that's saying something right now, right? That's saying something. If we're in such a pandemic, but they're still letting nurses go, I'm like, are we really in a pandemic? I mean, where are these numbers coming from? If and I know there's probably specialized care, but I mean, just like in my job, I mean, sometimes you wear multiple hats, right? Wouldn't they, if they're short in, in the COVID field, why wouldn't they, the people that aren't busy that they're letting go, why wouldn't they put them and say, hey, you want to help these guys out? Or I don't know what the case is. Oh, damn, some new stuff just popped up. Is that you or me?
What is wrong with your man?
Damn, big services. Dude, I got like things slide.
That's what happens when we don't work out.
I'm all over the place. You know what? It's, like you said, it's called Unscripted for a reason, because
this is like Gilligan's Island right now. You lead us straight into Catalina, and the ship is about to blow up. God, this is comedy right here.
It is very comedy. And I got a dentist appointment. Right after this, I got a dentist appointment. They're gonna finish up this. I had a root canal, and then they're gonna finish up this bridge here.
Bridge. And, you got some teeth missing.
Yeah, no, they had to pull the one because when
did they pull the right one?
I hope so.
Well, I know some folks who had the military dentist, and they pulled the wrong teeth, and now he's wearing a bridge too. I see you, Dad. I know you watching and listening. But so you hold on now. You going to the dentist, huh?
Yeah. The dentist you referred me to pulled this too.
No, it was don't lie on my dentist, but so then your boy.
I'm telling you, yes, she's the one that pulled it. She pulled this. I had an extraction. She's the one that did the extraction.
That day.
You better put that on Yelp.
Oh, I don't know about. Wait, what day? What day?
The first day that Amy was like, "Hey man, I need a new dentist. I'm trying to find someone to fix my teeth." So I recommended him to my dentist, great dentist. I don't go to him anymore because it's down in Midtown Sacramento. Shouts out to Dr. Center. He's got a lot of my money.
No, there's a female.
Well, Center was the whole. He owned the practice, but EB came up in there just to get a regular cleaning, and they said, "Man, he sure is nervous." I'm like, he'll be all right, because I was there, right? I think I was there because I had an appointment there too the same day. EB walks up in there, and apparently he gets sweating all in the chair, gets the yelling. And they had to stop, I believe, in the middle of your process and say, "Hey, brother, you all right?" I was still there because I wanted to say hi to you. When you got done, they pulled me in the back room and showed me the chair. You had sweated all through the chair because you was doing all this screaming and hollering, and you were not invited back to the dentist office.
Man, I didn't go back because I was embarrassed. But I like the dentist, but when they have to stick needles and stuff, I'm not into dentists, man. I'm not into hearing the drill in your mouth, like right there.
And see, this was all before they had people wearing sunglasses and all the stuff that they're doing now. This was just you straight sit in the chair and close your eyes. You don't want to see what's about to go down.
I start telling them, say, I can feel it wearing off. It's wearing off. They're drilling like it's wearing off. I'm like, man, you got to shoot more in there. It's starting to wear off. The dentists I got, I mean, they were good, but the dentists I have right now, they're pretty good too. And although I still feel the needle when they shoot down. Ooh, this guy shot it in the back, and I started feeling. I was like, I'm feeling it up here. That's just the nerve. I said, are you supposed to hit the nerve? Oh my God. Oh man, there's my brother. I'm trying to get him on the show, and he won't even accept our invitation.
Hey, Sonny, come on the show, brother.
Sonny, I need you to hit that, man. We want to holler at you, man. Yeah. I know you probably sitting on the beach right now looking at the. No, they're back. They're back. Okay. But the dentist is. So let's get back to talking about money. No, sorry. We're gonna have a heart-to-heart conversation now, just because we can't. This is entertaining. You keep going down these rabbit holes, but they relevant. I love you, brother. I've been riding with you for 30 years. It's like, that's some EB shit. That's why I got more great in you right now. That's what they saying. And I'm like, what? And the funny thing is that all I'm saying is it was about me. I was like, what the? Dana, talk to us. We're gonna put him on mute. Talk to us a little bit. What are you into? You still training folks? You still what's going on in your world? I know you're only 10 feet away from this crazy man right now, but talk to us. She's actually holding up the business.
Well, I'm doing my Medicare stuff. I'm doing my insurance stuff. I'm doing my training stuff. I got my clients, my girls online. I'm doing Body Rain.
There
So
it
that's
is.
going. I'm working on some designs, trying to get some gear out there. Let's see. Well, the insurance stuff is something that's going to be, it's more of something I can do regardless if I'm old and can't do the training stuff, and anything can happen. But at the end of the day, I could still sit here and, get on my computer and talk to people at least. So I really like the insurance business. It's actually helping a lot of people, especially the Medicare business. Um, it's a lot of times it's a little heartbreaking because you talk to people that have lost someone already and it's just them. So you do a lot of listening
Mhm.
and you get a lot of lessons and stories, and I don't mind. It's kind of like talking to a new grandma or grandpa every day. I get to hear new stories every day. Some of them are really sad, but at the end, they always have a lesson to share, and I'm thankful for those.
I love it. I love it. I like
Yeah.
it. I'm actually,
Yeah, but she thinks she's doing really well. She's when we started this insurance business, we had no clue. Honestly, the goal was like to educate people on this whole finance. I was trying to, hey, Bitcoin, try to talk to them about, index IULs and stuff like that. And then, we got approached to said, hey, since you guys are doing that, you guys also are licensed to be in the health and the health industry, right? So I was like, really? Okay, so we push health insurance as well. But then one of the biggest things is Medicare, because a lot of times older folks are not heard. Older folks are not. They can become or get taken advantage of, and we just thought, man. So yeah, let's go ahead and do that. So if we can, we can go out there and help these folks feel a little better about what there's her book.
Oh my gosh.
She's always
That was one of those
hey,
that was one of those things where you're just like,
hey, there's
let's
one left. Someone better
done is
buy
better
that.
than perfect.
Someone better buy it. There's one left. So there you go.
Are you serious?
There it is. Only one
That
left
is
in
so
stock.
funny.
Yeah.
I had a check from Amazon. I think it was $200. So I was like, oh, thanks. So yeah, I don't even push that. But I wanted to also talk about, we're pushing different insurances, right? So one of the ones I wanted to talk about was final expenses. I have heard so many people passing away. I mean, I've never seen anybody or heard anybody in person about with COVID, but final expenses is like, it helps you not be on that group. What is it called? GoFundMe plan. It's just sad. Like a lot of people are like needing help with GoFundMe, like to pay for their final expenses. Like you already have the stress of losing someone, and now you have the stress of, funding the service. That's just sad to me. So that's what we do. It's like we help people, and you just talk about it one time. Talk about it one time, and you don't have to talk about it again.
Right.
Just
Right.
so you don't have to be that burden on or leave that burden on your family.
That
Anyways.
and obviously have the plan, right? So again, we've got
Yeah.
we've got a trust and we have a will, so we have both as well. So from our side. So but again,
Good.
you don't like to have that conversation, but you got to have the conversation.
Seriously though, let's say you have your life insurances.
Yeah, and stay on top of it. So again, like managing the money as those ebbs and flows and changes in your life change, right? You get more dependents, you get more kids or whatever, you buy more property, whether to have that included within those documents. So
yeah, but those take like a month to get released to you.
yes,
Yeah. But if you have a final expense, that gets released within 24 to 48 hours. So instead of your body just wasting away, it gets taken care of. So I want to put that in there.
I love it. I love it.
Plug in the business. But I mean, you have to think about this. The reason why people don't think about it is because it's not a plan as they grow up in their household.
I think
so
people don't know about it too.
They don't know about it, exactly. And the more people know about it, I'm trying to educate people on Bitcoin. I don't know if it's going to be the thing to do, but I'm telling you, if you don't get in it, and like I said, when I invested in Bitcoin, I said, hey, here's the amount of money I'm going to put into this that I'm willing to throw away. I probably would have bought another drone or bought another camera or bought but you know what? I took that and I put it in here. I said, hey, you know what? I'm going to take a chance on this because, well, one, I missed the chance in the beginning to have be on Bitcoin, so I'm not going to miss it again. But had I not been exposed to it, and a lot of people aren't exposed to that information in their households, and I think if the more people we can actually reach and touch that aren't exposed to that, the better, because I think people will be left out. Especially if things do change and they change. You can see how drastic things can change. COVID was a big example of that, and I doubt they're going to stop doing biological testing in the future. So things like this may happen again. Who knows? I mean, it's happened in the past. I mean, we had the plague, we had SARS, we had all kinds of stuff. So it happens. I don't know the research and how often it happens, but it's going to happen. And if you don't plan for it to happen, you're going to be stuck waiting for the government to give you money, or asking for the government to give you money, or asking family and relatives to give you money. You got to start planning. You got to really start planning. And I think my brother, not my baby brother, I had another brother, my brother Christopher. This guy could live off of $5 for like a month.
You have him on the show.
No, he's not on it. But that guy is really another person that helped me to understand money, to understand, necessity versus wants. And I think, James, you probably know me the best, man. I've been, back down, hit rock bottom, I know, several times, and just said, hey, you know what, I can't do this. And then finally I ended up going at the time before I started working for E-Trade, I jammed down back to my brother. So I was staying with my brother, and mind you, my younger brother, mind you, mm-hmm. my parents were never exposed to this, right? They're saving money and doing all that stuff. Maybe my dad, but my mom, we were mostly raised by my mom. So, Asian woman in other countries, she, I know for a fact she wasn't exposed to it. So anyway, to me, the older brother is learning from the younger brother how to manage my finances and stuff, and how to, understand, wants and needs and things like that. But like I said, giving, passing it forward to people that don't know, and it'll help a lot. And I don't know where I was going with that, but I just went with that.
Let's pivot just a little bit here, but let's pivot. You talked about COVID, and just wondering, how are things going in your area? I know we're in you're calling it the purple tier. And I don't know, are you guys in your county in that as well? A little more lockdown?
Yeah, there's more lockdown.
Today.
Yeah.
Okay.
As of today,
10 p.m.
So the curfew and everything. That starts today, right? The curfew.
But I think people don't understand what the lockdown is not so much a lockdown as it is you can't gather after a certain amount of hours. You can still go in and out of the house. You got to go to the store if it's open, or you can go to some places that you need to go to.
So stop hoarding people.
Yeah,
so
man.
People are
y'all got
leave toilet paper alone.
I need some toilet paper. I don't need it right now, but
there's no toilet paper.
I'm gonna make a stop to Target today, and look, if I don't see some toilet paper, I'm gonna act a fool, because I got teenagers in the house, and the boy gonna need some toilet paper soon. I know it. God.
We're in a Filipino household, so we taboo. So, just to
squeaky clean.
I love
it.
Stop with the hoarding, folks. I don't really go do a whole lot. I do all my stuff online now, and I got a feeling Amazon is going to give me a problem. So Target stopped doing subscriptions. That's major news right now from my world, because I would get all of my stuff, toilet paper, paper towels, all that stuff that's needed for the house, and the subscription. It show up every 4 weeks or whatever, and they stopped doing that a couple of weeks ago. So I'm in a panic.
What's the what's the reason behind that? Because how are they going to keep up with the Amazons and the Walmarts now?
Well, that's where I got to go now. So I got to go to Amazon. So I had to readjust all of my subscriptions now to go to Amazon, and I'm trying to not do that, because every time boxes show up, I think it's from Jen, and I think she's buying something, and I'm just trying to keep some money in the account. But
they have some kind of management with that now, so that you can't buy like 10 packages of toilet paper. You have to buy like one. You get one hand sanitizer, one alcohol bottle. You can't buy more than one.
If I can't where my scotch at? Oh yeah, so it's back there, and make sure nobody grabbing my.
But if you do go to Target, we went there and during this whole when the toilet paper was gone,
Yeah.
make sure you ask somebody, because sometimes they're just in the back, and Target holds them back and slowly brings them out.
I got to know somebody. Well, mom works at Walmart, so I may ask her, "Hey, mom, just grab some things. I'll kick her down with something. I don't know,
a little care package,
something.
little care package.
Well, we're gonna hook her up with some Thanksgiving, because we're doing virtual
Bitcoin.
Thanksgiving. We're doing virtual Thanksgiving this year, so that's gonna be tough. But yeah, we're doing that, because don't want to be. We got some sensitive folks in our circle, so 60, 70, 80-year-old people, and just don't want to take any chance. Not worth it. So we're going to do a big Zoom call on Thursday. We'll see how that goes. Hey, y'all want to join? You can join if you want to. I'll send you the link.
So, yeah, send the link, because that's the way of future now, man. You see nothing but Zoom calls, web. For work we do WebEx. Zoom for the personal stuff. Can you explain Tableau? Well, Tableau is a dish that you.
What had happened is
water. The actual act of doing is called, what is it, cow? for all the Filipinos out there, excuse me. You go in there and take your water and you rinse. Ooh, fresh. Yeah, it's like a manual bidet. Anyway,
I don't know what to say. I don't even know if we can publish this on YouTube, right? I might have to put a disclaimer on some of it. This is not for the young at heart, but for the jokes. You can definitely listen to it.
So, wash your hands. But anyway, no, but you know what I see coming in the future?
What's coming?
Altcoin gift cards.
You know what?
If we want to start keeping,
why not?
Forward thinking, man. I'm telling you, I even have so many ideas right now. I need to get them down, and I don't know if we're going to talk offline, because I don't want anybody taking them. But somebody can have that altcoin gift card. I'm telling you, it's coming out. Altcoin gift card.
One of the companies I'm working for, I had to do an invitation for a virtual holiday party, and the party was going to start from 4 to 7 at first, and I was like, "What are we going to do for 3 hours?" And so they messaged me back, and they would go, "Okay, make it from 4 to 6." I'm still like, "What are we going to do for 2 hours?"
I don't have that many jokes to tell. Bring in the magician. No, figure something else out.
But they are going to send like free food.
Yeah, but that's how it's going. Yeah, that's how it's going. I mean, not so much the gift card, but like it's going with the virtual. Our Christmas parties virtual. I'm like, how do we everyone interact? No one interacts at the Christmas parties anyway, unless they're in your own clique, right? So it's like, are we gonna have some Zoom cliques on the side?
They said they're gonna put like separate Zoom rooms.
Breakout rooms.
They're gonna have breakout rooms.
Yeah. You got one room that's got one person in it. You got one room that has one person in it. That's messed up. That's messed up.
Yeah, I'll be sitting there in my own breakout room, just waiting for somebody to come, just lonely.
Yeah, nobody want to talk to me because I'm always picking my name.
Who's the unpopular person in there by himself? That would be Joe over there by himself in his own breakout room.
I can see that happening. Oh my gosh! But you know what? CES, because you know how they have breakout rooms. You probably have the same. Yeah. They probably have the same thing for CES. That's crazy.
Yeah, we'll go next year. I know this year is virtual, but I'll make sure that we go as Hicks New Media again to Vegas in next January. So everyone plan for that. We won't stay at the
Alexis.
That's the one. Yeah, the old cheap one. The one Corey told me about. We won't stay at the cheap hotel. We'll find a way to be on the main.
I think
strip.
That's exactly where the guy with the ATM machine, the Bitcoin ATM machines. I think they were. It was somewhere close to there.
Yeah, nobody.
No, but it was somewhere close to there because it was like a hop, skip, and a jump. We ended up going over there, and just getting our drink on. But it was all these smaller companies. But that hotel.
Yeah, I don't want to talk bad about them, but it was just, we're not going to do that again. You got.
I just said the name.
I can't edit it. We live right now, but you know this is not pre-recorded like this ain't CNN. You know we don't have a 10-second buffer.
I mean, it was a nice hotel. It was
No
just not.
No way.
Yeah,
Stop lying. Stop lying. You trying to backtrack. We gonna stay somewhere dope.
Away from it. We're gonna stay somewhere away from that hotel.
You know, we deserve it, right? You only go around here 1 or 2 times. So
yeah, you know, now that we go, man, we found a hotel that we love, and we only want to go there to that hotel. So when we go to Vegas, we just broke.
Okay.
we spend it all in the room.
All right, where is it? Go.
It's called the Venetian.
Okay, yeah, you know, Venetian is dope. We like the Aria. And I think they're right next to each other. So yeah,
we have not gone there yet. We haven't. You know what, Aria, the Cosmo, we haven't been to any of those yet. I mean, we've been to them.
Cosmopolitan is dope too.
I just found that picture of us, you and me, at the bottom of the Aria Cosmopolitan. You know, because they're kind of right there. I was with Cosmopolitan, and we're sitting at the bar. It was after a CES. I cannot remember.
I'll see if I can find it.
Oh, I just found that picture. I was like, "What, dude? We look young." I was like, "Damn, I got old."
Yes, you did. Yes, you did.
Me and all my gray. Whoop.
I got all these pictures of us and Shaq and Nick Cannon, but I don't need to show them Nick Cannon pictures. That's for sure. Well, look here, man. What y'all gonna do something productive today with your day? Because I know I was just down in Southern California, so I know it's sunny. I know it's beautiful.
Yeah.
So our fault, man. We got caught up in
family
beach and staying down there, and I didn't feel like moving when I got in front of the beach. So you guys gonna do anything special today?
I got the dentist. Let me see what we got. Not this weekend. Oh my gosh! You know what? I sent you some pictures, man. I sent you some pictures, and that's what I really want to kind of go over about the camera and the things that it can do. Oh my God, we did oh my goodness!
Wow.
So Dana, that was my welcoming crew to CES one year. I don't remember when.
We got there first. Yeah, we got there first. We wait for James to come in. Put a little sign. You know how they hold the signs? I have my phone.
You got a little phone. I said, "Look at this fool here." I said, "Look at this fool here." God, I tell you.
That's tech. That's technical stuff.
That's high end. That's a cool show. No.
High tech stuff.
Anyway, I think I might shoot some pictures later. We'll probably go out there with the camera and do some shots. I sent you some pictures of the last photo shoot I just did.
Yeah, that was nice. That was nice.
You cannot go wrong with that mirrorless camera, dude. When you have me switch over to mirrorless, I will never go back because my hands were because I got that big lens, right? My hands are shaking, and I still got clear pictures. I was like, man, it's a beautiful stuff.
All right.
I'm sorry.
You still a Canon guy though, right?
Yeah, Canon. I got the Canon, the R. I'm thinking about getting that R5 because it's in-body stabilization as opposed to have the lens. But we'll see. I mean, it's a $3,000 camera, so I got to save up. Awesome. I sent you two on your phone, but
no, I was looking for some more Vegas pictures of us, but I can't find it.
What about you? What are you guys doing today?
Told you I'm gonna cut this grass because my son is still asleep right now. I don't know what's going on. You know, it's not like he what is it, the weekend or something? God, the weekend. I'm gonna go do that, and then as soon as I get done with that, I'm gonna go pick up some weights and put them down. So I need to get myself right, and I'm ashamed the way I look right now. I'm gonna clean this up. This is embarrassing. God,
it's distinguishing, man.
No, it look like I live out on the corner somewhere. You know, I'm surprised Jen let me stay in there. I'm surprised she let me come in the door sometimes. So that's all I'm gonna do.
She said, "Can you use that side door, please?"
I can come in at night.
You're scaring people. You're scaring people.
Yeah, what you getting into, Danny? Keeping him out of trouble, probably.
Yeah, I think we're gonna see how he feels after the dentist. And probably just play it by ear.
Bless you. Take care of him. Nice.
Well, I'll tell you what, man.
Yeah.
I know it's unscripted, but we will come with some content and not be all over the place. Some organized content. We gonna have that discussion in the after show because that doggy boy. I ain't gonna put you on blast here in front of the folks that are watching. No. I mean, it's cool. Sometimes, man, things just like the week went slow for me. The week was slow for me, man. So it was just long week. So when you sent me that, says, "Hey, we still doing the show?" I said, "Yeah." It's gonna be all over the place, but yeah, we gotta show our face. We gotta show our face.
Cool. All right, y'all. Be good to yourself. I will talk to you soon. Everyone that's watching and listening, just pray for us. We try to do what we do. We entertain.
Thanks, James, for having us.
Always, y'all. Be good.
All right, guys.